Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Thomas Bröker and I have invited Duncan to do an interview with me because I've been to his seminars after nearly giving up music, and I was really about to do it because I just didn't understand it. Was always playing the same things and didn't make any progress. And after 10 years of not practicing, after really giving up, he was like my last chance, and he did it.
Thank you,
Or
Thomas.
better to say, his seminars like changed my musical life. Now I'm giving my first concert in 1.5 months.
Yes.
I'm practicing every day, like several times. I wrote several songs, and it just like I went back to having lots of fun and really like experiencing new things every time I sit on the piano or on the guitar, which I started to learn, or on the electric bass, or several other things. And so my intention here to make this video is to just make it public, and because I see like there are so many people who want to make music and just don't know how, or there's something missing and they give up because it's just frustrating. And I went through the same process until the solution, and that's the solution of Duncan. And thank you for
Thank you, Thomas.
making this video.
I mean, this is a wonderful opportunity because so many people look at what I do and say the first reaction is impossible.
Yeah.
You know, I've been trying to learn music for years. A weekend seminar, how can that help me?
Yeah.
And it's all about sequence. It's not just the data. It's the sequence that data is taught in. You mentioned you started to keyboards, but you've expanded to guitar, you've expanded to bass. I get people who come to the seminar who leave the seminar after 6 months. They contact me again. They're playing 19 different instruments.
Yeah.
Now, in the seminar we talk about this. This wasn't unusual. According to the ancient Greeks, when kids went to school, they were expected to master 2 or 3 instruments by the time they were 11. Well, kids today aren't
And
master. Yeah, right. Master, not just play.
Not
master.
only play 2 keys.
Right.
They-
And so kids today are not somehow more stupid than kids back in ancient Greece. So what was it that they did differently? And I found that every traditional approach on music focuses on notes. Now, that may sound obvious. Oh, isn't music about notes? Not really. Music is about relationships between notes. Now, when I say relationships, what does that mean?
Well,
We've got a keyboard behind us, conveniently.
first, can you give a metaphor or something for what is the difference between the notes and the relationships?
Well, I was just going to show here.
Ah.
See, traditionally, people would say, you'd learn this and this and this and this, and they'd point to the notes.
Yeah.
But if you think not of the notes, but of the distances between them, what are traditionally called intervals. It comes from the Latin word intervallum, meaning the space between 2 walls. Well, there's no walls here, other than the mental ones. So it's the space between 2 notes. So we talk about the distance, say, from here to here, or the distance from here to here, or from here to here. This is an interval. Now, when you look at music in that way, it doesn't just simplify it. It takes it down to the most basic concept of the structure of Western music. Let me show you something. Well, not you, because you already know this. But if you can imagine first taking a saw and cutting the bottom of the keyboard
I
off.
just got a saw here.
Oh, there you go, perfect. So let's cut off the bottom of the keyboard so people can visually see what I'm talking about. Excellent. Now, all the keys are now the same length. So, visually now imagine I've got a paintbrush and I'm going to paint every note bright red. So now there's no difference between any of the notes. Everything's the same. Actually, you're now looking at a keyboard correctly. Now, if I take any location, white or black, and I move 1 key to the right, one to the right, one to the right, one to the right, one to the right. Traditionally, this has got names like semitone, half step, in German, Halbton. And what it actually is, I mean, semi is a complete wrong word. That means half. It's not half of anything. It's a step. I move from here to here, I've moved one. I've moved from here to here, I move one. Yes. From here to here, one. From here to here, one. It doesn't matter if it's white, black, black, white, white, white. We're moving one.